Hi guys, and welcome back to A Plant-Based Nerd. My name is Lissa. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. Rather than doing a fun, nerdy, plant-based recipe, I'm going to be showing you how to veganize Thanksgiving. This video is also a little different compared to a lot of the other vegan or plant-based YouTubers in terms of how they would veganize Thanksgiving, because I'm not actually going to be talking about any recipes. If that is what you're looking for though, I'm going to make a playlist, assuming I can do that. I haven't done that yet. If I can't make a playlist, I will just link those videos down below in the description box. I think this is a really important video to make because, like I said, I haven't seen anybody else make it, but also because a lot of people don't have the ability to make full recipes. That's not something we've ever done in our family. I just wanted to show you guys how I did it and how I do it in a way that's really, really convenient for me and my family and allows me to be vegan, but doesn't involve tons of time, money, and energy that I don't frankly have. But before we get started, definitely be sure to hit the big red subscribe button and the notification button so you never miss out on another one of my videos. So starting in no particular order, for mashed potatoes, rather than putting in milk, I put almond milk in it, and I just put some non-dairy butter in it. So I tend to buy my almond milk at Aldi's, actually. Their almond milk is really cheap, and then I just use a vegan butter of some sort. I've heard it rumored that they actually do carry a vegan butter at some locations. I have yet to find one in my location. Earth Balance butter is probably the most widely available. You can find it at most Walmarts. I can't believe it's not butter. It just came out with their own vegan version, though I haven't been able to find it in my Walmart yet. And what we do in my family is separated a section of the potatoes for myself, and I would add in my own butter and my own milk, and then my parents would do their own thing. Next up is green bean casserole. So last year we found a mushroom soup that didn't contain any dairy in it, but this year I couldn't find that brand. However, I found this one, and it's the Imagine Portobello Mushroom Creamy Soup, and it doesn't contain any dairy in it. I have never used this one for in the green bean casserole. I've never used it, so I don't know how it's going to turn out. The last 3 years for Thanksgiving, I've looked for this, and it always goes out of stock in Vitacost right before Thanksgiving, so I assume that's what people are using it for. Maybe they're using it for something else, but I have high hopes for this thing. So next up, we have sweet potato casserole. We've never done like a really ornate, involved sweet potato casserole. We don't make it from scratch. Again, we just buy the canned stuff, so this is just the Bruce's yams. So for the marshmallows, rather than regular marshmallows, we use the Trader Joe's ones. Last year we used the Dandy's one. These are way cheaper. These are incredible. Regular marshmallows just like get puffy and then they get a little brown. These melted and like became lava and caramelized, and it was the best sweet potato casserole I've ever had in my life. Vegan marshmallows definitely improve the situation. These are the big marshmallows though, and I just cut them apart with scissors last year, so that's what we use this year as well. Dandy's does have smaller marshmallows if you don't want to go to the trouble, but it's just gonna melt anyways, like it doesn't matter. So next is stuffing, and stuffing is my favorite part of Thanksgiving. I actually haven't had turkey on Thanksgiving for probably more than 12 years at this point because of stuffing. And this was way before I went vegan or even vegetarian. For the longest time I was really freaked out by it because it's like mushy bread. Why are you eating that? In order to eat turkey, I would have to slather it in ranch dressing. So American. When I discovered that I really did love stuffing, I was like, move over turkey. I want 2 servings of stuffing. I don't want turkey. You're in the way. You're just slowing me down. I take my stuffing really seriously. And like there's not a lot different. We make it the same way we always make it. We use like the regular stuffing crumbs, and then my mom typically makes cornbread, and I think last year she made vegan cornbread. I honestly can't entirely remember. That was really great, but this year I actually found some vegan cornbread stuffing that was seasoned, that came pre-made, that also didn't contain any dairy or eggs, and this is the company. So I'm not honestly sure if this is going to be sold where you live, so I'm going to put a bunch of, again, recipes down in the description box for stuffing that looks delicious. So rather than using turkey juice to make the stuffing, if that's how you make the stuffing, I can't find vegan turkey juice anywhere, although I'm sure it exists somewhere. Vegan bacon lard is a thing. So if that's a thing, the other thing is probably a thing. So instead we use this vegan chicken bouillon. It's not low sodium though. They do have low sodium version of this, if that's what you're looking for. So the next thing is gravy. So there are tons of really delicious looking vegan gravy recipes out there that involve like mushrooms, cashews, and they look very sophisticated, and I don't ever use any of them because I don't have the time or the energy, and again, it would be so inconvenient for one person at a non-vegan Thanksgiving to make all of that. I will be using this It is from Road Ends Organics, and it's just, you just put it in a thing with water and you mix it. That's the sound of mixing. It's awesome. And they do have a couple of different flavors from this company as well. I think they also have like a shiitake mushroom flavor. A lot of Marie Callender's pies are accidentally vegan, which is super cool, and I'm going to read you the list now. Accidentally vegan pie. There you go. No, wait, stop. So yeah, it looks like they have vegan pumpkin pie at Whole Foods. What a shocker. Wish I had a Whole Foods. Claim Jumper. I've never heard of this brand. These Claim Jumper pies can be found at Target grocery stores as well as Albertsons and Safeway grocery stores. I don't have any of those. So for those of you who do, the Dutch apple pie, the raspberry pie, lattice apple pie, and the lattice peach pie from the Claim Jumper brand are all accidentally vegan. And then of course Marie Callender's, as I mentioned. The cherry crunch pie, yummy. The Dutch apple pie, the lattice apple pie, the lattice peach pie, the peach pie with no lattice involved, and the raspberry pie are all accidentally vegan. You can just go buy accidentally vegan pies instead, so you can have a super easy vegan Thanksgiving. We're not done. I'm acting like we're done. We're not done. I really want this to be done. I want this to be over with. To go with your pie, at least in my family, we've always done Cool Whip on pumpkin pie, and this is the So Delicious Cocoa Whip. I'm not gonna lie, it does have a coconut flavor. Most of the coconut alternatives do, unfortunately. But it was still super tasty, and the texture was spot on. It was exactly like Cool Whip. When it was frozen, when it was thawed, it was just exactly the same, and it was absolutely delicious. If you don't want to have the coconut whip with that though, there are some other versions. Whole Foods just came out with their own version. There's also another one, it's like a rice whip. There's a soy whip. So now, lastly, let's talk about turkey. So as I mentioned earlier, I haven't had turkey on Thanksgiving for more than 12 years, and I've never missed it. So yeah, I've never used a turkey replacement, but there's a wide variety of ways you could do that. You can make them from scratch at home. You can make like a lentil loaf. You can make a seitan thing. You can do like a nut roast. So there's tons of different ways you can do that from home, or you can just buy a vegan roast. There's tons of them. There's tons of varieties. There's a tofurkey one. There's a Gardein one. There are celebration roasts from Field Roast. Trader Joe's has their own version of a roast, which I've heard is really, really good. I've heard some really great things about it. There's a wide variety out there. You're definitely not gonna miss out on anything. Speaking of Trader Joe's, I also recommend checking out this Instagram account called Trader Joe's Vegan. They post all sorts of stuff, but it's also a really great way to find out what seasonal items they have in stock. So one other thing is Michelle and Tony from World of Vegan also just uploaded a very similar video to this a couple days ago. I would definitely recommend checking that one out if you're still looking for some ideas, because they had a lot of different information in theirs that mine did not contain. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely give it a thumbs up. Thumbs up for sleepy ridiculousness. If you don't, click thumbs up button. I'll never get to bed. I promise I'm far more productive when I sleep and awesome. Where's the button? Where'd it go? You're telling me, buddy. You're telling me. Definitely leave me a comment down below on any questions you have about the subject, or any suggestions you have for future videos. I would love to help you out on that. Anyways, I will see you guys in my next video. This video, oh my god. I'm already so annoyed with it. I'm done. I give up. That's not true. Never give up. Never surrender. On.